category.
Let's go 5.
Thank you.
Constitution for 5.
Constitution for 5. List all that you can. You've got it first, then the next hand I see. Ways to interpret the Constitution. Y'all have it first. Ways to interpret the Constitution. You will have it next.
Original intent.
Original intent. What is original intent?
Original intent is applying. Oh, wait. Original intent is.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Applying it to a specific case and coming up with a decision.
Say what now?
Applying it to a specific case and coming up with a
Applying it to a specific case and coming up with a decision. That's what original intent is. Is that what original intent is? -5. All right, Tamara's group, you've got a chance to get out of last place. And y'all have it next. Y'all have it next. Go ahead. 5, 4, 3.
Originally written for the wealth.
Oh, say what?
Originally written for the wealth.
-5. Wow. -5. Okay, Gerard's group, talk to me. Ways to interpret the Constitution.
There's gradual change, which means the Constitution is going to be different things at different times.
You know, I'll take that. Gradual change, the Constitution will mean different things at different times. Good example of this would have been voting rights. Would have been voting rights, how it gradually changed and it didn't shock the system. Y'all still have it.
It's what, like they want to interpret it the way our founding fathers.
And what is that called?
Original intent.
Original intent is going back and looking at the meaning that the founding fathers had given something and then applying that principle to the current day. Y'all were close, but not quite. Tell me more. There's a couple of others. 5.
There's also the
4.
strict and loose.
What's the difference between strict and loose?
Strict and loose says, like, if it says that, if it says it, do it, but if it is not on there, then you can't do it.
Okay, is that strict or is that loose?
That one's strict.
So a strict interpretation says if the Constitution says you can do it, you can. But if it doesn't say that you can, then that means that you can't. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's loose?
Loose is pretty much as long as if it is not on there, then that means you can do it.
As long, we'll say what now?
If it's not
Stated on the.
if it's not stated on, if it is not stated on it, then that means you can't do it. If it states that you can't. If it
doesn't state it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't.
Say what now?
It says that if it doesn't state it on the amendment or whatever's on it, it doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot do it.
Yeah, like no restrictions.
If you can say it better, you'll get the points and I'll take away from them.
If it does not specify.
Yes?
On
Then what? If it doesn't specify what?
If it does not specify,
you can't do it.
If it doesn't specify you can't do it, then you can do it. That is what loose is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5. Okay. Anything else you want to say?
I was going to say, I remember the Pesci quote that the Pesci clip.
What was the Pesci clip?
It was like the genius of the Constitution, meaning that like our founding fathers didn't know everything, so they gave us the power to amend it.
They did. They gave it the power to be able to change. They knew enough to know that they didn't know everything, so they gave us the power to change. Anything else you want to say? Yes. We had original intent, we had strict and loose, we had gradual change, we had Joe Pesci. You still have it?
yes, it's the oldest constitution. Having 4,543 was very short.
Okay, does that have anything to do with interpreting the It does not. That's -5. Come on. That's -5. Okay, your group is the only one that hasn't had a shot at this. Do you want a shot at this? Okay, that looks like a no, even though you're in last place, and it's a 5-point question. Okay, I guess we'll move on. Last correct answer, you were the ones that gave it to me. So pick me a category.
Constitutional democracy for 3.
Constitutional democracy for 3. Differences between the Virginia and New Jersey plan. First hand I see. Nancy.
Yes. We're supposed to try before they do.
No, this was just up there. It's not a list. It's not a list. Yeah, since it's a term. Since it's a term. I said that at the beginning. I promise. Go ahead, Nancy.
The Virginia plan is when the big states gets more representation.
Okay, Virginia plan says the bigger states get more. Whoops, no, wrong one. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Representation based on what? What do you mean bigger states?
Population, based on population.
Based on population?
Or wealth.
Or wealth. I can go with that. Population or wealth. 1, 2, 3. What does New Jersey say?
that they'll have an equal amount of representatives in the Senate, or like in a.
The New Jersey plan says they'll have an equal amount of representatives in the Senate. Is
Well,
that what it said? No, it doesn't say that at all.
Among the states.
Well,
1, 2,
also,
3. I took 3 off and put 3 back on. Y'all have it now. You'll have it next. 5.
He said that
Equality among
the
states.
equality, they should be represented equally.
All states should be represented equally. The Senate wasn't around yet, Gerard, but yeah, you're right with that. But the Senate wasn't around yet. 1.